dear students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we discuss electric field due to charge on conducting cell. And in previous video we learn what is the electric field intensity due to different charge distributions. For example, we calculate electric field for line charge distributions, for aerial charge distributions. Today we discuss electric field due to charge on conducting cell. Let us suppose we have a conducting cell is here, and we give a Q charge on this surface. So we give a charge capital Q. So its charge is spread out the and spread on the surface of cell. So we can say for a conducting cell the charge distributions for electric field purpose, this can be considered as in the shape of point charge at lie placed at its center. It means charge is on the surface and it is homogeneously spread out. We can imagine, or we can say we consider whole charge is placed at its center. Then electric field, we know that electric field direction should be radially outward. So electric field intensity will be at this point, at this point, at this point, at this point. Whole our electric field intensity will be same. So today we find out electric field due to conducting cell. This distribution is known as aerial charge density, sigma we take here. Why it is aerial charge distributions? We know that charge in per unit area, that is aerial charge distributions. So first, when we applying Gauss theorem, we use 4 steps. First step, we consider Gaussian surface. In second step, we find out the value of E dot ds. In third step, we calculate how much charge inside the surface. And fourth, we applying Gauss theorem, and then we calculate what is the electric field intensity. Here we find out electric field intensity outside the cell. Let us suppose we have a conducting sphere is, and we give a charge Q, then it distributed homogeneously on the surface. We find out electric field outside the cell at point P, which is distance r from the center. So we find out electric field intensity at this point. How we can find out? First, we can imagine Gaussian surface. And which type of Gaussian surface? Gaussian surface should be symmetry on the basis of electric field and angle between electric field and aerial vector. So we consider a concentric spherical cell we consider. So we find out electric field intensity at point P, which is lie on the surface of Gaussian surface, and electric field is radially outward. We also know that electric field is in this direction, electric field is in this direction, electric field is in this direction, so radially outward. But if complete charge Q is placed at its center, then at every point of the surface at every point of the surface, electric field and angle between electric field and areal vector is radially outward. So angle between E and area vector is 0. So we can say theta is symmetrical at everywhere, and electric field also be symmetrical all over in this sphere. So first step is complete. Then we find out EDS cos theta. Here we have EDS cos theta is equal to 0. Why is 0? Because electric field and area vector, angle between electric field and area vector is 0. So we have EDS, and we know that DS for a spherical body, DS is surface area. So we have E dot 4 pi r square. Now third step is we find out charge within the surface or charge inside the surface. When we find out charge within the surface, we already consider complete charge placed at its center. So this charge is Q. So we have charge is Q. Now applying Gauss theorem, E dot 4 pi r square is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, and we easily find out E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi r square Q upon epsilon naught. So this is electric field intensity outside the cell at point P. Another we have, now we find out electric field intensity on the surface of cell. How we can find out this? For this we have, let us suppose, a conducting cell, and we give a charge and charge distributed on the surface of sphere. We find out electric field on this surface. So we, let us suppose its radius will be r. So we imagine a Gaussian surface here on the surface of this cell. So when we consider a Gaussian surface, whole charge inside the surface. So we can say here we have charge is on the surface, then this charge distributed under the Gaussian surface. That means we similarly find out E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, but in this case we take R as capital R. Now when we find out electric field intensity inside the surface, then how we can find out electric field inside the surface? When we find out electric field inside the surface, so we have a cell and charge spread on the surface. We take a point inside this conducting cell here, and we make a Gaussian surface. But in this case, whole charge is on the surface of, so we can say within the Gaussian surface net charge will be 0. Charge Q within Gaussian surface is 0. So we have Q is equal to 0. We applying Gauss theorem, E dot ds is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, and Q is equal to 0. So we have E is equal to 0. So we can say electric field due to charge on conducting cell, first we calculate outside the cell and on the surface, and third is on inside the cell. For inside the surface, for a conducting cell, electric field will be 0. Now we discuss on the basis of graph these three things, how we can explain. Now we draw a graph. This axis is so electric field, and this is distance. When we find out electric field intensity outside the surface, this is surface, let us suppose we have this is surface, and this from center to this surface, so we find out electric field intensity outside the cell. We have formula E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square. That means E inversely proportional to r square. And this means when we increase the distance, when we decrease the distance, then electric field should be increased, and when we increase this distance, electric field decrease. So we decrease this distance and we reach at the surface, then electric field should be increased. So at the surface electric field will be maximum. Why it is maximum? Because we find out the value of E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square, and capital R is the radius of this sphere. So we can say and inside the cell electric field will be 0. So it is very important question arise from this graph, where electric field is maximum on the conducting cell. So we can easily answer it, electric field maximum at the surface of conducting cell. And another very important questions arise from this topic: what will be the electric field inside a cell of conducting inside a cell, or we can say conducting cell? What is the electric field inside a conducting cell? Then we answer, electric field inside a cell of charge is 0. So this is another important question from this topic. Thank you.